Hello everyone, my name is FPatel and this week I will conclude the presentation of my business model analysis of an IV hydration therapy clinic. Following my 2-minute pitch, I will cover expense model, financial metrics for cost, cash flow break-even point, startup capital requirement, and finish key resources the clinic will need. IV hydration therapy can help you fill your waste fast. It is a safe and effective way to deliver fluid and electrolytes directly into your bloodstream. This can help you to quickly rehydrate, improve your energy level, and boost your immune system. Whether you are recovering from an illness, preparing for a big event, or simply looking to improve your overall health and well being, IV hydration therapy can help. It provides a safe and effective way to replenish your body's fluid and nutrients. It is like a getting an instant energy boost. It can help you feel better faster after illness, surgery, or a night of drinking. Whether it is at one of our clinic or at your home or office, we can provide a variety of IV hydration therapies to meet your individual needs and ensure your body gets the nutrients it needs. We have a team of experienced nurses who are experts in IV hydration therapy. We use only the highest quality fluid and medication, and we take the utmost care to your safety and comfort. I urge you to learn more about IV hydration therapy and how it can help you feel your best fast.
I have categorized the cost input to the expense model as salaries, rent, utilities, IV supplies, insurance, and others. Salaries includes the salaries and wages of all employees including nurses, receptionists, and administrative staff. Rent includes the cost of renting or leasing the clinic space. Utilities include the cost of electricity, water, and gas. IV supplies includes the cost of IV fluids, needles, and catheters. Insurance includes the cost of liability insurance and workers' compensation insurance. Other expenses are all other operating expenses such as marketing and advertising, professional services, and equipment maintenance. I have ignored tax and interest expense for this analysis. This cost should remain steady for the onset of the clinic's operation with a lowering once the staff's efficiency improves and after the initial marketing campaign and initial stock expenditures. This table shows monthly expense for a single 2000 square foot clinic. Salaries would be around 20K per month for one full-time RN, two full-time MAs, one full-time receptionist, and one part-time employee for an administrative manager because that role will likely be filled by one full-time employee handling more than one clinic. Day-to-day operations and staff management will be handled by the RN at each clinic. I estimated rent at 3,500 for 2,000 square feet of medical space at the current national average lease price of $21 per square foot per year. Utilities are estimated at 1,500. IV supplies and consumables would cost around $15 per treatment. This is a very conservative estimate for an IV hydration treatment using saline with no medicines. Likely the cost would be significantly less at 3,000 treatments per month at $15.15 each. That would be 4,500. I estimated insurance at 1,000 and marketing, professional services and equipment maintenance at 1,500. I will now use these values to look at some useful cost metrics. Estimated monthly expense for a 2000 square foot clinic would be around 32,000. This cost was estimated using 300 IV treatments sold per month. It priced at 150 per treatment. Monthly revenue would be 45,000. Monthly profit would be 13,000 before interest and taxes. As expected, fixed overhead costs are the majority of total operating expenses. Cost of goods sold is less than 15% of total expenses. The number of treatments required to be sold to reach the cash flow break even point is 205 treatments per month. In order to reduce this, fixed cost would need to be reduced. I don't see any way to significantly reduce salary expenses as a quality staff are essential according to customer interviews. But I could reduce salaries by possibly outsourcing administrative functions and rely more on technology for receptionist actions such as booking and payment. At clinic startup, capital requirements would include 3 months expenses plus customer acquisition cost of at least 200 customers per month, assuming average of 2 treatments per customer for the first year. 3 months expenses and CAC for 600 customers total 108K. But startup could be accomplished with a little as 1 month's expenses and use positive cash flow from operations to cover customer acquisitions cost initially for each month. This would be a higher risk approach for the first clinic but might be safe for subsequent clinics as the startup scale up its business. Now, I will cover the key resources the IV hydration therapy clinic will require. In terms of physical resources, the clinic will need a suitable location in a medical building with convenient access. It will require significant equipment resources, including IV stands, pumps, bags, and IT infrastructure. Human resources required include staff trained in IV administration like licensed RNs and medical assistants. Staff will also be required to handle administrative and management functions to support the clinic's operations. Financial resources include startup capital about 100K and liability insurance coverage, which may be required to secure financing. Intellectual property resources will include the proprietary formulas in treatments and branding for logos and product or clinic names. That concludes my presentation. Thank you and have a good week.